Justin Kasper here with Kasper Electric, also our regional service manager, Mike Monet, to talk about generators and how you can safely and efficiently have a generator backup system if that storm hits. So here in Florida, we get hurricanes quite a bit, and there are three options for generator backup systems. The first option is a standby system. So a standby system is fantastic. It's there when you need it. It cycles through weekly to make sure it's operating properly. It has its own fuel, so you're not having to pour in the gasoline. But we're not here to talk about a standby system, but we're here really to talk about the second option, which is a portable generator. We have a Generac 6500 right behind us. So there's a right and wrong way to do that. The third option before we get into that portable is find a friend that has a generator. That is the best, most cost-effective and fun option is hurricane party, find a friend and have some fun. But really to talk about the portable generator system, some of the things that really the don'ts. So this isn't really a how-to video, this is actually a why-to video. And the why-to I want to talk about is why hire a licensed electrical contractor to power and hook up your generator system. So if you have a generator and you're wanting to backfeed into your current electrical system, a lot of the don'ts could result really in more terrible quality of life, of longer power outages because you backfed generator power onto the power lines and the transformer blows again after FP&L here in Florida got it restored. The worst case scenario really is a fire that could happen in your home because you have two power sources feeding the same place. So we're going to talk about the right way to do that. First thing I want to talk about really is the generator itself, the placement. What are the do's and don'ts of where you want to place your generator, Mike?
Most common circumstances when you're running the portable generator, if you don't have a big enough unit to power your AC, you're going to have your windows open. So placement is a huge factor. You want to make sure you're at least 15 feet away from any window. Preferably get a longer cord, get out to 20 to 30 feet away. It helps drown the noise out so you can get some sleep at night also. If you get a bigger unit, a 50 amp unit, that'll allow you to run your AC. You're not going to be able to run your heat, but you'll be able to carry most all your appliances in the house. We just recommend you don't run your range. You don't run your water heater when it's not necessary because then you're burning unnecessary fuel.
And the last place you want to have your unit is inside your garage. Never, ever, ever keep it in the garage. I've seen people with it in the garage. They open it up a little bit. It's not enough ventilation in there, especially if you have your air handlers in there to where they're sometimes bringing air from your garage into your home. So placement is key. The second thing we want to talk about is how to hook it up properly. I know, and I have people call every time storm comes, hey, can I plug this into my dryer or can I plug this into my range? Yes, you can, but we don't recommend anything like that for two reasons. It's not the right thing that you want to plug into because a generator has now a plug that has power on it potentially instead of a receptacle for something else to plug into from a safety aspect. The other biggest thing is what Mike led to a little bit before is we don't want to have two power sources feeding your panel, generator and normal power, whether it be FP&L or wherever you are, your power company where you live, feeding the same place. So we have a safety kit. So in the one we're going to show you today, it's a Square D safety kit. It's a Square D QO panel, and it doesn't allow the generator power that's backfeeding those buses in that panel to feed onto the grid when power does come back on. So the main breaker for your home and the generator power cannot be on at the same time, and that's why you don't want to backfeed a receptacle in your home to get power back to your system. So we're going to go inside and show you what that looks like. So we're inside of the home now at the electrical panel, and the biggest thing that we wanted to convey, and the reason you don't do this yourself, is to make sure that you can't energize the power from FP&L and the generator to the same location. That would be here at the panel. This is a Square D safety interlock kit that will not allow this main breaker and this generator breaker to be on at the same time. That should be, and I hope is the best and biggest takeaway that you get as to why to call a licensed electrician, not backfeeding your panel yourself. So we're back now. We just showed you how the interlock kit saves you from having the power grid feeding into your generator and vice versa. So the last thing that we need to do is actually crank this generator up and start turning some things on. So what you want to make sure that we did, like inside, we had the main breaker off, the generator power on, but all the other panels, all the other breakers in the panel are off. So we don't want to have load when this generator first starts up. We want to start the generator up, plug it in, and make sure that there's no load. So now, by clicking the link below, you can help yourself by identifying the priorities. So the priorities for me are refrigerator number 1, some general lighting number 2, some receptacles for power for keeping your things charged, your phones, your iPads, whatever that may be. And then lastly, if you have any kind of window shaker unit, making sure that receptacle. Did I miss any, Mike?
Now that basically covers it. Another big thing, people usually generally like to run their ceiling fans. Just make sure everything's identified. And like I said, if you want to conserve on fuel, you make sure if you're not using it, don't run it, and it'll help your generator.
So again, by clicking the link below, you'll have a PDF that you can either print or download and keep on your phone. It'll have the processes to help this service be energized safely to where you can get back to an operating system as normal as possible in an after-storm event. So we hope this video was helpful. More importantly, as a quality of life company, we hope this improves your quality of life through making sure that your generator is well maintained and you have the right system in place when a hurricane does hit or a storm or power outage does happen, so that you can get back to that quality of life as quickly and safely as possible. Kasper Electric, over and out.